Am I on air? Yay! I don't know. Am I on the air? Gosh, no. So I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we're having a little bit of a technical issue with the camera. So I'm trying to figure out. There we go. It seems to me like we have an issue. Oh. So we are not going to be broadcasting from this. Give me a second and we will change cameras. Go figure, man. Probably lost 2 people. And here we go. Aha! Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, that was interesting. So, yay! So I had to change cameras. So I got a new camera and it was specifically for this whole thing. I'm so excited. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my first live stream here on YouTube. My name is Yaya Diamond and I have been doing this for a long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started. Yay! We're going to get started. First YouTube live stream. Let me get my pens because I was just running around trying to figure out this new camera, you guys. And it's a 4K camera. It's really good. And I'll do a review on it later. But let me get my pens and we can get started. Because we're only going to be on here an hour. And if you have any comments or any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And we'll be in the comment section. And I actually have a way of doing this. I know you can't see me. Can you see me now? Can you see me now, guys? There you are. Yay! Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You good? Are we good? So it's a new camera, like I said, and so I'm really trying to make sure this whole thing goes off really good. It looks really good, so I'm hoping. So if you can hear me, just let me know in the comment section. But here we go. We're going to talk about getting started. It's Monday. Mondays. So I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So I'm typing in the comment section. Can you hear me? Oh, great, great, great. We can hear you really good. Okay, awesome. All right, so my name is Yaya Diamond. I am a host on iHeartRadio, 100.9 FM, and also on 1580 AM. And a lot of people ask me, how did I get started? Well, it takes a minute. So let's get started for a second. So again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Uh, okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for giving me your feedback. I appreciate it. Okay. So getting started. The first thing I always say is you have to be positive. You have to be positive. So you have to speak life into your situation. A lot of us don't speak life into our situation. We pretty much kind of like say, oh, I can't afford it. I can't do that. And at the moment, that might be true. It certainly could be true that we might not be able to afford it, but let's not do that anymore. Let's kind of change the way we outlook. Because I remember when I wanted to get a new car, I sat in my chair and I pretended like I was driving my new car. And lo and behold, 2 weeks later, I got a brand new, and that was back in 2018 car. Don't ask me how it happened. It just happened. We did it. And it was all because of the communication I had with the Most High and the belief system that I have. So we have to speak life into our situation. Look, a lot of times we don't do that. So how do we do that? How do we speak life into our situation? So the first thing is when we get that negative charge or we feel like we can't really do something, let's actually turn that into a positive. Let's not leave it a negative. Let's turn it into a positive. So turning that into a positive could be like, let's say a point, let's say we turn that into a positive, say, oh, I really can't afford it, but I'm not going to say that anymore. So we change our minds. Now, a lot of times changing your mind could take a minute because literally we're so used to saying how we can't afford something, we can't do this, we can't do that. I have learned being on iHeartRadio and actually propelling and the Most High giving me the finances to do it, that you really do have to invest in yourself to make yourself look like anything, like anything. So you're going to have to afford it. That's not going to be an option anymore. So you're going to have to afford it. If you want to go up in life, if you want to go after your dreams and your goals and your hopes and your aspirations, you're going to have to afford it. So there is no more, I can't afford it. It's more like, how can I afford it? So instead of doing, and a lot of people say this, but take away the Starbucks. No more Starbucks. No more eating out. Oh, I know, I got you. No more eating out. Because right there is your investment of, there's your investment of $30. That's going to be where you get your $30. And most people say, oh, $30? Yeah, $30. But $30 can add up to a lot. So let's just say that you're spending $30 every 3 days. So that's $10 a day. That's $70 a week. And then that's $240 a month. Can you invest $240 a month on yourself? Yes, you can. So $240. So with this in here, you're going to have to speak life. And speaking life, $240 invested into you is the best investment that you can make. A lot of people don't know how far $240 can take you. But let me tell you how far this can take you. So speaking life means that you're going to have to find a way to afford things. A lot of times we can, we just don't want to. We don't want to give up our shopping at Goodwill. We don't want to give up our shopping at the name brand stores. We want to go ahead and say we can't afford it, but we can. So let's go ahead and let's say that speaking life turns into speak into your future. So with the $240, we're going to speak into our future. It may not seem like a lot, but let's just say that advertising on Instagram is going to cost you around $10. Okay, $10. Okay, so you can do that once a month, right? So that brings you down to $230, right? So far, you have Instagram and you've advertised your product, your business, your dream, your goal, your hopes, and you've only put $10 in. Now, of course, everything is a tax write-off at the end of the year. Make sure this is not going to fall. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Because she is going. Okay. So everything is a tax write-off at the end of the year. So your $240 times 12 comes off of your taxes at the end of the year. Oh, I know what's going on. All right, so your $240 comes off at the end of the year. So $240 times 12. That's some good money coming off of your taxes at the end of the year. So with that said, you have your Instagram at $10, right? Then you have some Facebook advertising. Let's just say Facebook at $40 a month. Now you have $190. You see where I'm going with this? So you really truly can afford to actually finance your dream. Your goals and your hopes can be financed by you. It's just, we think like, oh my gosh, we got to put like thousands of dollars into it. No, we don't. We just have to do what we need to do at the stage that we're at. Do you guys have any questions so far? Let me see. That's a low figure. Eating out costs more than that. But if you just give up the $30, if you just give up the $240, you don't have to completely give up your eating out and everything. But what if you did? Okay, so Sister says that eating out costs more than that. So let's just say that eating out for your entire family costs $500 a month. Imagine if you go ahead and cook your meals at home and take the $500 and invest into your future. Now, a lot of people don't want to be on the radio. A lot of people don't want to do that. But let me ask you a question. If you took the $500 and you put it into stocks, which is what I did, how much money would you actually be able to put in for $500 per month? $500 per month on stocks. That would be some sweet money right there. Some passive income. So basically, that's something that we really, really don't necessarily think about. You know what I mean? We don't think about putting that money that we're eating out with into stocks, but we can. So your future is actually, it keeps closing. I'll figure out why it does that. But your future is actually being taken away by all these fast food places, all of these places that actually, they try to get your money. They literally try to get your money. Starbucks, Wendy's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, all of these places, they're taking your investment money. They're taking your dream money and you're giving it to them. But what if we took it back? What if we spoke into our future financially? So this is how I am going to be teaching, not all the time, but just dreams and goals, things that we could do to actually further ourselves, further our careers, to get ahead in life. I know one thing is that when we do this, it's so much better financially for us, as well as our dreams and our hopes. So we speak into your future by taking that money and putting it into your future. Okay. All right. And then You have to write it down. What is your vision? What is your goal? What's your hope, your aspiration? What do you really want to do with your life? So, there are so many different things to do with your life, but I always suggest one thing. Notebooks or vision boards are amazing. I have a notebook. I don't really do vision boards because I have a lot of vision and they won't fit on a board. So I say notebooks because I can go back and look at what yesterday I wrote down that I didn't do today. So those are micro visions. So basically, a micro vision just means, what am I going to do with myself, with my time this day? Now, I don't beat myself up when I can't finish the job that day. I just don't finish the job. There's a lot of things to do, especially. So, number one, on your vision board or on your book, do micro visions. Because remember, at every age, whatever age you are, there's always going to be something that you want to accomplish. And those goals are going to change when you get older. Those goals are going to be bigger. They might be smaller. They might be a little bit more practical. They might even be family goals or things like that. It might not even be financial. It just might be keeping the family together. So these are things that we have to think about. So microvision is important. So a microvision would be like, what are you going to do today? And then if you don't finish, let's just say you have 10 things written down in your thing to do today, in your book or in your vision. You have 10 things you're going to do today, and you only get to 7 of those things. Well, guess what? 3 of those things will go for the next day, and you'll do 1 to 10 things again, adding on the 3 things that you didn't finish today. And then tomorrow you may finish all 10. So you're ahead of the game, seriously ahead of the game. So what we need to do is write it down in your notebook and have a vision board if you want to do that. Again, I don't do vision boards only because I like to write it down and see where I'm at. And I have come so far with writing things down and putting things in books. What have you done? Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever written it down and put it in books? I'm just gonna leave that there. So I'm here. I'm looking. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And I'm so excited about this whole thing. This is an amazing thing. So don't forget to write it down. And then actually, you can have a vision board. I'm not saying you don't have to have one. I'm just saying that for me, a vision board at this moment in time is not practical, only because I have too many things to get to where I want to go, and I want to just write it down. And then when I get to the point where I really have that solid destination, that everything is kind of headed that way, then I'll go ahead and have a vision board. So taking the first step. Now, I know that you think that you just took the first step. No. You did not take the first step. That was not the first step, guys. That was just getting prepared. Taking the first step can be so hard because everybody wants to be perfect. Perfection, I'm going to think perfect, right? Perfect, right? Doesn't exist. Perfect sucks. It doesn't exist. Perfect doesn't exist. There is no such thing as perfect. Look at the camera. I have no idea why it's closing and opening at the same time. We'll get that. It's a brand new thing that I got, and I'll get that later. I'm trying. It's back again. See what I mean? So I'll figure that out later. But there's nothing holding me back from just going ahead and letting you know that there is nothing that is perfect. We're not perfect. And so I'm here to let you guys know that you can. We have some messages here. Let me see what we got. Oh, okay. So you're watching me on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. I have Facebook on Dream Chasers Radio on Facebook, as well as my regular channel on Facebook. And my YouTube channel is Dream Chasers Radio. So Dream Chasers Radio, you can go ahead and head on over there now and watch me on YouTube there as well. So, and I also have interviews. So basically, there is nothing perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. Stop trying to achieve perfection before you even begin. Begin. What is my advice for people who want to start something? What is my advice for people who want to go after things? I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be easy. You're going to miss sometimes movie days. My husband knows I love him so much. I feel so bad sometimes, but I really need to jump into my work and finish my work because this is not the only thing I do. But I really truly love the fact that now I can go and teach people what it is and how to begin. Dream Chasers Radio started a very long time ago, and it was nowhere near perfect. Oh my gosh, no. So Dream Chasers Radio is an interview platform where I interview people going for their dreams and their goals. And this is just another facet of Dream Chasers Radio. And so what do we do to take our first steps? Number one, we just do it. Look, the biggest thing that I find that holds us back is ourselves. What is the number one factor? What is the number one thing that keeps us from going after our goals and our dreams? It's us. It's me. It's us. We are numero uno. Enemy number one is us. That's the enemy. Enemy number one. I don't even think I wrote that right. Enemy number one. It's us. We sabotage ourselves all the time. That $240 to $500 that we could be putting into ourselves, we would still rather be going ahead and going to Starbucks and getting Wendy's and stuff like that. We really would. We should be not doing that, but I'm just going to go today and get it done. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Go in the kitchen. There's plenty of food in the freezer and in the refrigerator, and you probably have some more freezers and refrigerators full of food out in the garage. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, I'm not saying don't do it once in a while. Every once in a while, of course, you have to treat yourself. But literally, take a certain amount and no less and invest it into yourself. You're going to feel great about it. I've raised so much confidence in myself. And I'm giving thanks to the Most High about it because I see myself growing. Now, there's connections that I have made that just have taken me to the next level, and that'll be in a different thing. And I'll be interviewing a lot of different people. And Tommy Chong will be on the show. They have a documentary coming up, and I'll be putting that out too. And so, Dream Chasers Radio has made the transition. Well, I'm going to say we're still on the internet. We're still a podcast, but we are now on iHeartRadio 100.9 FM every Monday at 11 o'clock. That was an investment I made into myself. Hello, that lunch money, that Starbucks, I didn't spend it for a long time. We have to put money into ourselves. We have to invest into ourselves. So we are enemy number one. We have to take the first step. We have to move forward. And being our own enemy is going to be the hardest thing that we have ever done in our lives, is to get started. But we have to do that. Number two, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can just put number two. Number two, I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so you guys can see number two. Number two, taking the first steps to get started, study. This is something most people don't want to do. You have to put in the work. You have to work. You have to work. A lot of people say, oh, passive income. No. It doesn't come without work. Okay, we're going to have to figure that out. But it doesn't come without work. It literally does not come without hard work. Okay? Thank you, Lewis. All right, so if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I've been doing podcasting for a long time, and talking to people in different professions and everything. It's been really cool. And so I think I got the gist of a lot of different things, but it's just something that we really truly have to get over. So enemy number one is going to be to just do it. We are our own worst enemy. We have to get it started. And the next thing we have to do is study and work hard at it. Now, look. Let me put this away for a second because I know I'm going to be talking for a second. I want to ask you a question. What do you think you need to get yourself started? What has been holding you back from going after your dreams and your goals? And I want you to comment, because I'm looking at the comment section here and I'm making sure that I can see it. But I really do need to know, what is your hardest area when it comes to knowing where you want to go? What is that hardest area? This is interaction. So go ahead, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, go ahead and answer me there and let me know, what is the hardest thing that you found that it's just holding you back from going after your dreams and your goals. Procrastination. Thank you so much. See, okay, so procrastination, it's a psychological thing, and I've learned a lot about procrastination through studying. So procrastination. So let's talk about that. I'm going to call that the big P, because that one right there, that procrastination's, that's the big P. The big P. So the big P, yes, the big P. I don't like the big P. Procrastination is something that I have to struggle with a lot. And I think that there's a fine line between working too hard and not working at all and putting it off. See, procrastination is just a way for your mind. Your mind is saying it's too hard. There's pain involved. This is painful. It's painful. I don't want to do it right now. I actually just want to, I don't know if it's 2 L's or one, I don't care. I actually just want to go and sit down and eat popcorn and watch a movie. But see, you know in the back of your mind that that thing that you're supposed to be doing is still going to be there after you've eaten your popcorn and watched your movie. So you have to come up with some other resolve to take the pain away. Because your brain is saying, this is horrible. This is your brain. And that's what procrastination is. So let's just ask the biggest question there. So procrastination so far, if anybody else has something else that keeps them from going after their dreams, keeps them from fulfilling what they need to fulfill, please go ahead and put it there and I will answer this question. But procrastination, let me tell you something about this thing here. You're always going to have that thing. It's always going to be there. It's going to be there until you finish it. So what's the best thing that you can do for yourself? Turn the procrastination into gratification. Let's turn that into gratification. How much better would you feel if you did it and have more time to yourself? Now, sitting down and watching a movie and eating popcorn means that you've done the work. It's done. The work's done. It's done. Now you're free. How much better would that feel? So you have to tell your brain that this here is not painful. It's gratification. Because then now you don't have to do it. It's done. And you can sit down and relax, have fun with your family. And then when you go to bed, it doesn't haunt you in the morning when you wake up and you know you didn't do it. Okay, that's painful. So it's a brain trickery. So let's go ahead and let's say that if you were to get it done now, how much better would you feel if you got that done right now? So go ahead and put in the comment section some ideas on what you can do to be gratified instead of being terrified about the whole thing and just putting it off a little bit, a day or two more. Tell me what you can do. Go ahead and write that down. I'm going to go ahead and go to the comment section and look out here. That's okay. Cool. So if you haven't joined the YouTube channel, please do. That's Dream Chasers Radio. Go ahead and follow and subscribe there and watch the videos. We'll have more of these live, not next Monday, but the following Monday I'll be back. And I really need to know what other things you guys want to know about. And maybe we can get some people to come on and we can have them talk too. Because this whole station is about helping us, me and you, to move forward and to get these things done in our lives that we really wanted to do, that we really want to do, these dreams, these goals, we want to accomplish this. We don't want it to sit around. So does anybody have any ideas on how to combat procrastination? What can we do to actually get rid of procrastination and turn it into gratification? What do you think? It's hard, isn't it? So the first thing I believe that I have done is I have taken the satisfaction of actually finishing it and then being able to sit down and relax with my family and not have to think about this whole thing that was hovering over my head before. This is it. Make a calendar. Wonderful. So when we do this, let's go ahead and go to the next page. Make a calendar. So if you guys have seen, some of you guys saw that I have a calendar. So when you signed up for this live stream, you actually went to my calendar. A couple of people did that. I'm not really sure. That's my way of saying, hey. And then what happens is my phone notifies me, hey, you have something in an hour. You have something here. And then what'll happen is I'll set a calendar for a few days, a few days ahead. So a calendar is amazing. A calendar is amazing. So that is one way of doing it. It's wonderful. It's great. And it really, really, really helps. I mean, especially when you have your phone and your calendar. So your phone plus your calendar and alerts hooked up together equals a great, great way to combat procrastination. What's another way to combat procrastination? What do you think? Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah, it's a great idea. Phones and alerts. Yes, definitely, definitely. What's another thing that we could do? The camera might close and open again, so you guys, I'm sorry. So what's another thing that we could do to combat procrastination and to actually move forward and get what we need to get done like today so that we can have the extra time? I always say a reward system is great. So this is one, a reward system. What do you love? What do you like to do? What is it that you like to do and you would rather be doing than doing this work? That's going to be your reward system. Now, I don't know about you, but I know my husband, he kind of sees me do this, but when pomegranate season comes around, I don't eat popcorn, guys, but when pomegranate season comes around, homegirl likes to sit on the couch, watch a movie, and pop those things and just tear it little by little. I like to get each seed. I do. That's me. So get your nails done. Oh, girl, but you can't get your nails done until it's done. So see, this is a reward system. So your reward system is you want to get your nails done, right? Reward yourself by getting your nails done when your work is done. I know that sounds funny, but think about it. When we go back into our timeline, we go back to when we were kids, what happened? Your parents said, you can't do nothing until your homework is done. You can't do anything until your room is clean. You can't until. So let's go back to that reward system because that really works, guys. That really works. So when you tell your kids, you can't do this until this gets done. Why did we drop that? Because we became adults. So then we became irresponsible and procrastinators. So this is where a reward system would be your nails, right? Mine would be a pomegranate, okay, and a movie. So basically, dropping that whole thing, dropping that system, putting that away, that was the worst thing we could have done to ourselves. So that reward system works. When we were kids, guys, that reward system was like numero uno. If you didn't have your homework done, if you didn't clean your room, if you didn't do all these, you were not going for riding your bike. You weren't going anywhere. There was nothing. So it forced you to what? To accomplish that goal, to go after those dreams. Does anybody else have another great idea on how to Get rid of procrastination. This is going to be the last thing that we use for procrastination. And you can write it in the section. And don't forget, we're on Dream Chasers Radio on Facebook. Please don't forget to follow and like the station. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be alerted when we go back on. And we're going to be going, eventually I'm going to be having this every Monday, but for right now, I'm going to be doing it every other Monday. So I'll be putting my calendar up, and then you guys can sign up so that when we do every Monday, we'll start having guests and people go on. And if you want to be on the show as a guest, all you have to do is go to dreamchasersradio.com and then go to our Be a Guest page and sign up there. And hopefully, you'll be chosen to be a guest. And then we can talk about all the things you want to talk about, too, because everybody has something to share. So anybody have any other ideas on how to combat procrastination? This is amazing. I love this. This is great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Let me see. My husband says, create a team squad, neighbors to help out. A team. Amazing. Teams are amazing. 3, accountability. Sorry, guys. I still write and scribble. A team. Do you know that teamwork is amazing? Creating a team and going in it together with other people can create such a great atmosphere. The atmosphere would be amazing. Atmosphere for teams is the best thing ever because the whole load is now not on you. You have to be a great delegator if you're going to be the leader of the team. But teams are amazing. Accountability on a team. My gosh. When you split the goals, then what happens is it takes the load off of every individual just to do a piece of the goal. And teamwork can get you a lot further and a lot more, teamwork and just mind, ideas and just kind of going through everything and just, it's just an amazing thing, teamwork. I love teamwork. It doesn't always work in the beginning when you're the one with the idea and you don't know how to delegate. So delegation on teamwork, you have to delegate. You have to delegate. If you don't delegate, then what happens is you mess up because then you become the leader of a team, just like a dictator, and you don't want to do that. So, but teamwork is an amazing thing. So create a calendar, and with your calendar, you're going to coincide with your phone and some alerts. That's going to be great. You can go ahead and put that reward system back in there so you reward yourself. So like your nails. When your nails get done, girlfriend, that means that you've done your work. And when you sit down and get your nails done, you're going to have this huge smile because it's going to be done. And you're not going to worry about it. It's going to be done. It's going to be great. I'm looking to see if I have any more. Awesome. And then accountability, teamwork, atmosphere, and delegation. Yes, I love it. It's an amazing thing. So guys, we're going to go back over everything that we talked about today, and we'll have this live stream, not this week, but the following week. And I really am loving this. Is there anything that you want to talk about that we haven't talked about in terms of getting your dreams and your hope and getting started and getting past that first step? So we talked about what? Number 1, getting out of the way. We have to get out of our own way. We are enemy number 1. Get out of your own way. Number 2. Okay, let me go back. Now I'm going to make sure I got this right. So we got started. Then we, we have to, let's say money. We have that $240 to $500 per month. A lot of people don't budget. This is budgeting, guys. We have to budget. If we can budget, then we can actually afford our dreams. We can go after our dreams, our hopes, our aspirations, our goals. All of that is attainable. It is attainable on any budget, because remember, we can start $5, $10. We can do a lot of things, okay? All right. Then the next thing was, I'm looking back. I don't want to mess up anything. Okay, so we have the investments, invest in yourself. So 3, invest. Number 4, I'm going back. Oh, your boards. Your board and or your book. Write it down. Microvision. See, big visions come from small actions. Big visions come from small actions. You see, this action that I'm doing right now, this is a very small action in the big picture. That's why I call them micro visions. This is my micro vision. This is a part of the big vision that I have for my TV stations on YouTube, my TV station on Roku, my TV station on Vimeo, my TV station on Amazon Fire, and I want to do documentaries, but I have to start small. Microvisions is perfect. We have to start small. Let me see. Any other questions here, you guys? You guys have any other suggestions? This is great. I'm loving this, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so microvisions. Write it down. All right. The next thing we did was we have to study. I hope you guys can see this. Yeah, you can. You have to study. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to studying because I didn't really exasperate on that a little bit. I have to exaggerate on studying. Man, there is so much material out there on the internet. Free classes. Some colleges give away free courses. So I think next time we get together, I will have a PDF for you guys that come out. And I also owe you guys a children's book for this particular one. So what I'm going to do is, if you've signed up on my calendar and you've given me your email address, I will shoot you out the free book for children. It's a COVID book. It's by a very cool author. Her reference was from CEO Space, and CEO Space, the teacher of Lisa Nichols, is the guy that I'm hooked up with. Really nice guy. His girlfriend has a book out for children about COVID. It's a really nice book. You'll love it. It's free. I'll get that out to you. And if you do want it, all you have to do is just go ahead and go to Dream Chasers Radio, sign up for it, and put I would like the free book. She sent it over to me. All I have to do is shoot it out to everybody that came on the live stream today. And that's my thank you for you guys coming on today. So internet classes, free classes, certifications, some of these things are free, guys. You pay nothing, free. And we're going to talk about that next time, because I think that that's going to be a very big deal. The camera's getting ready to close. I know it is. Anyway, that's going to be a very big deal, guys. So I'm just excited about that, excited about getting that to you. And this is all the things. So getting out of our own way, we are enemy number 1. So we have to get out of our own way. We have money to do this, guys. We just have to make sure that we're budgeting. We're allowing ourselves every month to pull this money that we've been putting into other things. We need to be putting it into ourselves and not into McDonald's and Burger King and all these other places. We need to be putting our money into. We have to invest. That's why we have to invest. We have to put the money into ourselves. We have to invest. Okay, we have to what? Make our books or our vision boards. And I know that kind of sounds funny. Vision board. A vision board or your book, you write it down. Make sure to write these things down. Because if we don't write them down, we're going to forget. We're very forgetful people. All right. And then microvisions, study internet free classes. We're going to talk about this, the internet free classes. Because this can be a game changer for us. This could be a game changer for people to change careers. You literally can change a career with all the free information that's out there. And it's complete, guys. It's complete free information. And I'm going to have that for you guys next time, next Monday, if you're interested. And, you can invite somebody, maybe a young lady who's getting ready to graduate and she doesn't know which way she wants to go. We're going to be talking about the free resources that are out there for us to learn. See, there's a lot of different things, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, oh gosh, there's so many different video platforms and information out there. We're really going to go deep into that. And so, do you guys have any other questions? I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. Any other questions or any other suggestions? And do you have a business? If you have a business, please go ahead and put it in the comment section so that people can see your business and see what you do. I would love to actually have that there so that people can go back and find you, because this is going to be a network. We're also going to put a page together for Dream Chasers Radio. That way we can kind of keep it into the network, and I'll be posting that as well. And this is going to be the biggest thing that you can do for yourself. And you ready for this? The biggest thing that you can do for yourself to push yourself forward, to go after your dreams, your hopes, your goals, your aspirations, the biggest thing you're going to have to do for yourself is this. Don't put yourself down. You see this? We are our own worst enemy, and this is the biggest thing that we do. We put ourselves down for everything. How come I don't know that? How come I'm this? How come I'm that? No, you're not. You're just starting, and learning can be a process. Just like when you got off your belly when you were a baby and you got onto your knees and you started rocking. You crawled, you walked, you ran, you rode a bike, you did all these things, you went to school. These are different things that we're learning. Life is a continual learning process. We're always learning something new. We are always learning. I know my handwriting isn't great, and I come from old school, guys. If you don't know how to write reading cursive, you're gonna learn now. Anyway, you're always learning. We're always learning. There's not gonna be a point where we're not gonna be not learning about something and learning about ourselves and our tolerances and our points and all the just everything about ourselves. And it's just we're gonna learn. And the learning process as an adult can be crippling. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to put ourselves down. So do not put yourself down. Do not put yourself down. The learning process, just because we're adults, we believe that we should already know that. You should already know that. No, you don't have to always know that. Okay? So with that in mind, do not cripple yourself. Learn and apply and move on. Learn and apply and move on. Learn, apply, move. Learn, apply, move. I'm at the point in my career right now that I never thought I would be at. Because I'm an entertainer, I'm a singer. But I never thought I would be a broadcaster and a TV show host and have a radio show on iHeartRadio. But it's a natural progression. Do I know everything? No. Have I made mistakes? Today, yes. I on camera. But anyway, the mistakes and the learning process, it's gonna happen. So what do? Just like this camera is bothering me today, but it won't do this again because I kind of am gonna figure this out. We have to what? Do not cripple ourselves. This is perfect because for me, right now, the learning process is going to be taking this camera and figuring it out because it just came out the box. But That doesn't cripple us. It doesn't stop you from learning, and it doesn't stop you from getting the information from this video that you need. The only way that that would stop you is if I allowed it to stop me from being here today. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to allow this to cripple me. I will not put myself down, and I will not cripple myself. I'm going to learn, and I'm going to apply. So, moving forward, what do you do? How do you do it? What's the next step? Just start. So, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you need any kind of coaching, I'm here for you guys. Again, go to Dream Chasers Radio and sign up for my email. You can always message me on Dream Chasers Radio. You can always send me a email on dreamchasersradio and .com, and I'm there for you. I'm there for you because I understand how difficult it can be to begin something that you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. You kind of got an idea of it all, but you don't really know exactly what it is. Because when I started this, I didn't know exactly what this was. But now I kind of figure out, I know about 90% of a lot of stuff and 100% of something. I did jump into something different. Now I know nothing, maybe 10%. But that's okay. Because what am I not going to do? I'm not going to put myself down, and I'm not going to cripple myself. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And again, don't forget to sign up on dreamchasersradio.com and go ahead and follow me and sign up and subscribe to my YouTube channel on Dream Chasers. Sign up for not next week, but the week after. We're going to be going over the free programs. I'm sorry, that's on the other page. We're going to be going over free programs and free classes and certifications that you could take in your field, but I do need to know which field that is. So if you would comment on the section, please just go ahead and leave your comments so that way I know which ones to pull. And that way when we come back, we're actually talking stuff that we need to know. That way I'm not talking, what I think we need to know. All right, guys, thank you so much. Do you have any questions or any comments? Suggestions are great too. Suggestions are amazing. Any suggestions or comments or anything else before I go ahead and end today's live stream? I'm looking. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you so much. Oh, social media marketing. I got you, girl. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to be writing that down. So, yeah, there are plenty of classes out there for free, for certification for social media marketing. I got you covered. Okay, as you can see, I wrote it down. I got you covered, girl. We're going to be talking about that. Anybody else? Anything else that we need to be talking about next week? So look, if you're interested in something, please let me know so that way I can get it. Because other than that, we're going to be talking about one thing, social media marketing. And some people are just not into that. But some people, if you're going to go and get your own business and have your own side hustle and do your own thing, you're going to need to know a little bit, at least, about social media marketing. Okay. I'll see you next time. Yes, definitely. Thank you guys so much again for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Dream Chasers Radio, as well as I'll be putting out the page for the networking page for Dream Chasers Radio, and I'll go ahead and put that there. And I'll put the calendar out so that you guys can actually get that free book. Don't forget the free book. If you go ahead and sign up and give me your email address, I can shoot that out to you, okay? All right, guys, until next time, this has been Diamond Monday, and I hope I've inspired you to go through your week and get that book out and start writing those goals down. Don't put yourself down. Just apply and learn, and you can do this. I have faith in you, and don't forget to what? Dare to be different, baby. Until next time, guys, see you later.